Hello, hello, welcome. We are live. I think, yes, I remember to unmute my microphone. How's everybody doing today? Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. We are, let's see, still working on the studio, so little changes here and there, but let me know if there's any issues. Hope you guys are doing well today. For those who are new here, welcome. My name is Shane, and here on this channel, we do all smart home stuff all the time, specifically Apple HomeKit, 99.9% of the time, or I guess Apple Home, I should say now. So thanks for hanging out and being here. We'll go over some stuff in the news and whatever, smart home related for a little while, and then we'll do some questions and everything like that. And let's go ahead and say hi to some folks real quick before we get started. Hey, just made it. Grueling day, Paul. Oh, man. Well, I'm glad you can make it here. I hope your day gets a little bit better. Let's see. All good. Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. Look at the new studio, Brian. Yes, thank you. Yep, working on it still. So, you know, nothing is set in stone. Still moving some things and changing up the lighting. So, I don't know. I still look a little shiny right now, but we're working on it. Room looks great. Hey, Sigmund Judge is here. Welcome. Let's see if our chat. Yes, all right. Our chat thing is working. Awesome. Sigmund Judge, welcome. Sigmund has a podcast for those who are interested in Apple TV stuff specifically. Magic Rays of Light, I believe I got that right. Magic Rays of Light podcast. I noticed they talked about some automations on there recently, which is awesome. So thank you, Sigmund, for hanging out. Let's see who else we got here. Joey, Lee Cummings is here. Eric, greetings from Netherlands. Dylan, what's up, Dylan? Studio looks good. Thank you very much. I'm working on it. We're getting there. I'm happy with it though, for sure. Yeah, work in progress, but definitely like I need a coffee table still, like right here. That's probably the last piece of furniture that I'm looking for. Let's see. Jeff, what's up, Jeff from Michigan? Lone Star Trent is here. What's up, Lone Star Trent? A couple hours east in South Carolina. All right, Hugh, what's going on? Enjoying that weather? It's finally warmed up. It got a little cold, then it warmed up here, and now it's starting to rain. So at least here. Is that the Eve flare on the shelf? It is. That was a last minute decision. So I was kind of setting up here right before the stream started. And recently I have been using this cool, I should have brought it over here, this cool little, light lamp kind of thing that Aqara sent a while back. But it's battery powered, and I didn't charge the battery enough. So I was like, let me see what I can get. So Eve flare it is. Love it because it's, battery. So I just pick it up, move it, didn't even have to worry about the charger. So good to go. Let's see, and what kind of Atlanta, Georgia, awesome. Larry's here. What's going on, Larry? Jeff West, gonna check out the Rays of. Very cool. All right, cool. Something weird's going on with my mouse here. All right. Yes, preference, and it looks like that should have highlighted for me. I don't know what's going on here. Our questions might not be highlighted again today, so I don't know why that's the case. But we got a few moderators here. Kevin, Frederick, Lone Star Trent. Thank you guys for helping moderate, and we'll get to some questions here in a little bit. But first, let's go over a little bit of news, a couple things. First off, I want to say we are doing a giveaway over on Twitter. So in case you don't follow me on Twitter or you missed this, follow me on Twitter, and we're doing a giveaway right now. Let's see if for these Yeelight, you can win a pack of these right here. So just like retweet and stuff like that. And let me copy the URL for that. Wanted to share that with you guys. And Brian says, don't enter so I can win. Here is the giveaway. I want everybody a chance to win that would like to, those things are pretty cool. I did a whole video on those Yeelight cubes this past Sunday if you want to check it out. So pretty neat little device. I mean, it's all for fun. It's not like gonna change your life probably, but they look super cool. You can do a lot of cool stuff with them, and they support Matter, which for me was the first Matter out of the box product that I got. And yeah, so they're pretty cool. I got a couple of them on the desk right now, actually. Jordan says same thought. Let's see here, add moderator. And so yeah, guys. Oh, and also I did want to share, if you are interested in that, also check out HomeKit News on Twitter. So I think I reshared his today also, but he's doing the same giveaway. Simon, shout out to Simon, yes, over at HomeKit News. So you can go to my page and I reshared his, but you can also enter from him. More chances to win. So there you go. Trying to help y'all out, trying to hook you up. Have you tested the Aqara doorbell yet? Well, we were going to talk about the Aqara doorbell a little bit because they are, you know, it's pretty clear. I guess we can go ahead and, well, before we get to that, we'll get to the Aqara doorbell. So stick around. We'll get to that. And first, I did want to also say, so the Twitter giveaway is first. Secondly, I am doing another automation video where I'm going to highlight your automations, the viewer automations, which is always super fun. We did one video like that recently. I put instructions down in the description. If you want to submit your automations for this video, you can just submit, you know, some iPhone footage or something like that. Explain your automation. If you have a cool, especially a unique automation you think other people would enjoy or maybe learn from, would love to see that. So again, instructions are down in the description of this live stream to submit that to me. You can, you know, whatever's easiest for you via Dropbox or just attach the video files, whatever's easy. Get me those files and a short description, and we'll try to highlight some really cool automations for that as well. So looking forward to doing that. Let's check out the comments real quick. Oh, we got a lot of lots of questions about that G4, man. It seems like every week I've been hearing a lot about the G4, first Matter device that didn't give you a headache. Yeah, that's actually true. Now, I'm not gonna say it didn't entirely. I mean, I did mention in the video, I did have to attempt to pair them a few times, but especially as far as HomeKit goes, these were the first Matter products that has just worked well for me in HomeKit. So I love Eve and I love Aqara and some of the other Matter stuff. I haven't done any Philips Hue in with Matter yet, but those, once I converted them to Matter, kind of gave me some issues as I explained in one of my videos. But yeah, these Yeelight cubes, they've been working great in HomeKit. I have them automated to come on. I actually have them automated with an FP, what is this? The FP1 Aqara sensor. Sitting on my desk, just been using this for a while, and so they're automated along with some other lights in here to come on when I'm sitting at my desk, and then they all just go off when I'm not, and they've been working great. So super excited to have, yeah, like you said, a Matter product that's been working well in HomeKit. Question, hey, from Italy. And guys, for some reason today, my question highlighter thing in YouTube is not working again. So I apologize. I'll try to get to as many comments and stuff as I can. I probably won't be able to get to all of them. But for some reason, that's not working today. But I'll try my best. And yeah, so I have not tried the ChatGPT mode shortcut. It's kind of a game changer, says Francie Roosters. So I might have to try that out. It definitely looks intriguing. I'm super excited to see where this goes in the future, especially, you know, native stuff built in. There's been some rumors that Apple's been working on some similar kind of functionality, which would be amazing. Kevin, awesome. Thank you, Kevin. If you're enjoying this, make sure to click the like and thumbs up button. Yes, thank you, Kevin. Much appreciated. Let's see. Cool wristband. What is it? This is Andar. A-N-D-A-R. If I'm not mistaken. They make some nice leather products. I might have a link Might take me a minute to find that, but yeah, Andar. Just look for Andar. If you haven't heard of them, they make some nice leather iPhone accessories and stuff like that. Got an email from Aqara saying the G4. Man, all you guys want to talk about is that G4, it looks like. I hear you. I know, it's exciting. I've been excited about that one too. Question. So if you have devices that already work with Apple Home and they also have a Matter update, example Aqara M2 Hub, should you update it to Matter? Paul, I made a video all about this not too long ago. So go to my channel and look for the last video on Matter. And it's basically sharing my experience with Matter so far at that time. It's no more than a few weeks old. And in a nutshell, no, if you don't have any desire to like hook up these devices with your Google Assistant or something like that, really, I probably wouldn't do it. It's been nothing but a headache for me. Personally, I've heard similar stories from other people. It's not to say it wouldn't be any different for you. I don't know. But yeah, for me personally, I recommend against it unless you have a really good reason to. But hopefully it's all going to get smoother. I mean, I'm still very optimistic, so it's a good video to check out. But I basically converted, and these were like the products that didn't come Matter out of the box, but they came, you got a Matter update like via firmware. So that was the Aqara M2 Hub, which you mentioned, and also the Eve products. Of some of the Eve devices, you could do Matter updates. I have used one Matter out of the box, but it was kind of an early version, so for Eve. But yeah, so I updated those firmware updates to Matter, and all of those worked flawlessly in HomeKit until I updated them to Matter, and then I started having problems. So, but yeah, check out that video for kind of a more in depth on that. Let's see, what else do we have to mention? I did want to mention this too, real quick. So automation submissions down in the description. Also, I want to mention today, I saw George. Is George still in the chat here? I want to give a shout out to George. Silverhammer Surveillance over on YouTube, friend of the channel, usually here in the live chats, and does some great HomeKit smart home stuff over on YouTube. So let me give a quick shout out to George, Silverhammer Surveillance. You guys go check out his channel. Here, I'm gonna post his channel in the description, and shout out because he makes some awesome content, but also because it is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, and I just wanted to share this. I know George has been trying to get out the message to everybody to go get checked. If you're 45 or older, go get checked, get screened. Here's some information right here. It's a big deal. I know he's really been doing a good job on getting the word out and really been helping a lot of people. So definitely look into this. Don't take it lightly. If you have any history in your family with polyps or anything like that, you can get them removed early. And George has been sharing his journey along with some awesome HomeKit content over on his channel. So again, Colon Cancer Awareness Month. You guys, go get checked. Go get checked. I know George would say the same thing. So I'm not sure if George is still here. Oh, he is here. He is here. Awesome. George is still here. So yeah, definitely spread the awareness, you guys. Go get checked. Wanted to share that again since it is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. With that said, some other news is iOS 16.4 RC just rolled out. So if you didn't see this, this is iOS 16.4 release candidate. Usually this means that the public version will usually roll out within a few days, within a week. So I think we're expecting this probably by, the end of this week, early next week, I would assume. And with this, we get some updates. One of the updates I mentioned in a recent video where we did the intercom shortcuts. So that's a new feature we'll get with shortcuts. That was really cool. You could check out that video if you want. That was about maybe 2 weeks ago. I was using a beta version, which is why I could do that. But once that version rolls out, you'll be able to use shortcuts and do some really cool stuff with, intercom. You'll be able to do some really cool stuff with intercom in your Siri shortcuts and your automations and stuff like that once we get that update. Also, 16.4, last I checked, is going to be reintroducing that that Apple Home architecture update that we saw. What was it, 16.1? Gosh, I forget now. So they did the architecture update, which is kind of a big update to your HomeKit, your whole architecture, like behind the surface, I guess you could say. And they pulled it. And I did a video also on that not too long ago when that first came out, and they pulled it, and they'll be reintroducing that. So if you want to check out my experience on going through that, let me just pull up my channel. I keep referencing all these videos. I guess it would be easier just to show you. So here's the one on the Yeelight cubes, which we're doing that giveaway right now. Intercom shortcuts, that's the one I just mentioned. With 16.4, you'll be able to do this. So if you want to check that out, definitely a good one to watch. And let's see, here's the Matter video that I referenced earlier, using Matter before you upgrade. Watch this. So again, this is more for those like over-the-air firmware updates for Matter. And then back here, should you upgrade, this is that new Apple Home architecture right here. So this is when that first came out 3 months ago. Wow, that was 3 months ago. I didn't think it was that long ago. But I updated mine before they pulled it. A lot of people have. It caused a lot of issues, so they pulled it. But that is coming back. So 16.4 should be here. Let's see what you guys got going on in the chat. 16.4 has HomeKit architecture update. Thank you, Kevin. Updated my dad's over the weekend, so I can now see it. Awesome. Yeah, I have been waiting for this, man, for like the same reason. If you remember... If you saw the video a while ago, I guess, was that over the snow? I guess in the fall, I went and, updated my grandpa's home. So I've been waiting on this update. So since they pulled it, I need to go update my grandpa's home because I can't access his right now because I'm on the new architecture, but he's not. So I'm looking forward to this. So give me a good reason to go visit my grandpa here pretty soon. I wish Apple would add the ability to add the Thread network in the Home app. Yeah, that would be nice. Eve app is a good, that's kind of the best thing we got. Thank goodness we have that one. But yeah, the Eve app's what I use for that. Okay, thank you, Ben. 16.2 had it. It was 16.2, 16.3 removed it, and now back with 16.4. Got it. Thank you. Appreciate that. March 28th, buddy. Happy to say that for anyone experiencing crashes in the library section of the Apple TV app, that has now been fixed following my visit to... Oh, nice. Awesome. All right. Lone Star Trent ordered my Hub 2. Very cool. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of blurred out probably in the background there. I posted over on Instagram. Actually, you can see it pretty good. Right there.
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Every time. Yep, I got the Hub 2. Been using that a little bit. I think I can share that. I did, so hopefully we're good to go. But yeah, the Hub 2, I'll do a full video on that real soon, so kind of stay tuned for that. And with that said, let's keep on moving through the stuff I wanted to cover. The Aqara G4 doorbell, that's what everybody wants to talk about. So they have been posting for the past, we mentioned it last week on the live stream, so they've been posting for the past week at least, these little teasers on Twitter and stuff. So clearly the G4 is coming. They're talking about local storage and cloud storage and all these kind of little teasers. What was the other one? Voice changing, there was a little teaser on it. Yeah, so here, this is, as you can see, and this is on their website right here. And they've been posting March, what's tomorrow, 23rd. So we should see it tomorrow is what we're expecting. 7 days, free iCloud storage. I know you guys were talking about this earlier. If you have any questions about this, you can ask me now. I'll do my best to answer. I will say that I can't say too much, but I plan to have a video come out when possible on the Aqara G4. And so stay tuned. Look out for that. A video that may possibly fall outside of my usual posting schedule. So if you have not turned on notifications for the channel, click that little bell down there right now to do that, so that way you get notified if I post something outside of my normal schedule. But let's see if we got some questions. I know you guys had a lot to say about the G4, talking about, let's see, did they announce the price? I don't think they have announced the price yet, but I will say that it is very competitive. It's a very good one. It needs to be compared to the Logitech Doorbell. Lone Star Trent said, question is, this is a wireless doorbell, correct? Yeah, so this is a wireless, so it has, let's see if they share on here. Yep, dual powering option, as you can see right here. You guys can see that. So you can power this via battery or connect it directly through like your traditional, if you have a hardwired doorbell, which is awesome. So you have options. I really like that. I'm gonna do, my mouse is kind of acting crazy here. Try to reset that a little bit. Oh, still doing it. What is that? Let's see if I do that. Ah, maybe that helped. Nope. Oh well. All right, so question, finally a HomeKit secure doorbell option for the UK. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Very good point. Nice. Considering the trouble I've been having since the last firmware update on the G3, I'm hesitant to invest more in Aqara. Interesting. I've really enjoyed all my Aqara stuff in the past. But there's pros and cons to everything, so be on the lookout for those reviews. I'm sure there will be some others out there as well. Will this require a hub? No, this will not require a hub. This will connect directly to your Wi-Fi network, kind of like their other cameras do. We'll be replacing the Eufy. Oh, sorry. Let me get back to my screen here. We'll be replacing my Eufy dual video doorbell with the Aqara. Can't wait. Last Eufy item to replace. Nice. Question: does the Aqara G4 doorbell come with the angle bracket when fitting to help improve the angle if your door is on the side of the house? Yeah, it does come with a little angle bracket. It should. Most doorbells, video doorbells, do come with something like that. I'm still waiting on a thread-based Aqara motion sensor and door sensor. Not sure why those two aren't out yet. Yeah, Frederick, my assumption is they've just probably been putting so much focus on like the Matter support. But then again, they have been releasing these other products, so they've kind of been on a roll with other products. This here, they've announced obviously the FP2, which I'm really excited about. Stay tuned because I'll definitely share some more about that. And then that lock. So yeah, I don't know why. It does kind of seem like that would probably be more of a low-hanging fruit than some of these other products they're releasing. So yeah, I'm not sure why we haven't seen those. Will Homey send you a device? Will you review? Please request a device from the company. I hope so. So I actually got to speak with the people from Homey when I was at CES, which was really cool. Super nice folks they had out there. And yeah, we talked about it. They said they're trying to get more into the US market. So their stuff hasn't really been sold in the US very as far as I can tell. And so I think with Homey Pro, they're probably trying to kind of break into the US market a little bit more. So if they do, I'd love to check it out and see what it's all about.
I'm not sure I understand.
Man, I'm having a hard time with the Apple Watch today, aren't I? Will it be possible to ring on the HomePods? Yes, as a HomeKit secure video doorbell. Any HomeKit secure video doorbell can be configured to chime your HomePods when it rings. So yes, you will be able to do that as well. I thought about replacing my Logitech one. I'm not looking forward to offline in the summer. Oh man, yeah, if yours goes offline a lot because of that heat, yeah, and it hasn't gotten real hot around here yet. So, time will kind of tell. We have to kind of get through the heat of summer to see how some of these devices will last in the summer. Lloyd says, sorry I've been getting on late. Been working in the yard. Wife is in the shower now. I may have to get off and save water and all. Very nice. Let's see. Try to catch up on some of these comments. I won't be switching them unless Apple does better with Thread on HomeKit. It's awful right now, in my opinion, Jeff says. Pick up recharge batteries. Yep, AA batteries. Yes, you can configure it to chime the HomePods. Any guess on the G4 price? I will just say stay tuned. More information will be coming out very soon. As they have said, it's, tomorrow is the big day. There'll be some announcements and maybe some review videos. I don't know. Aqara all the way, 80% of my house is Aqara. Very nice. Yeah, their stuff is very reliable, has been very reliable in my experience, all their other products so far. So, Larry says, question, still having problems with my Apple Home Hubs going offline for 1 or 2 minutes and coming back online, and now it's taking out my Logitech Circle View and I have to restart it. Yeah, the Logitech Circle View, I mean, if you're having Wi-Fi issues, that's one of those that you have to kind of restart. In my experience, it won't probably connect automatically, or it might not. I don't know. I do remember having to kind of reset mine a good bit when having Wi-Fi issues. Yep, and same thing with the HomePods. With any HomeKit secure video doorbell, you can get notifications. Also on your Apple TV, on your Apple Watch, on your iPad, any of your Apple devices. Basically, you can get notifications from your HomeKit secure video doorbell. So yes, as well on the Apple TV. One of my favorite features, actually, from any of the HomeKit doorbells. I love that feature. It's so cool. Mark says, is it best to wait for devices with Matter support now or still go with the old Zigbee versions? You know, I have no problems whatsoever with Zigbee and stuff that works well. You know, I have a lot of Aqara stuff. They work well. I'm going to continue to use them. If you don't mind the bridge. For the most part, Matter has given me issues with a lot of the products, so I think it's getting better. I mean, these Yeelight cubes that I just started using not too long ago, they've been working well in HomeKit, but it's still tough to, for that cross-platform compatibility kind of thing. It's still not super seamless. So I don't know. I mean, if you're all in on HomeKit, just get products that support HomeKit, I think. Any news on the M3 hub? I have not heard anything on that. Don't forget about Logitech has NFC if you don't want to remove it from. Yeah, so I think Lone Star Trent, I think what Larry was saying, just pop that thing off to disconnect it from the power. That's the good thing about the Logitech, is it's actually easy to remove without having to unwire it or take the wires off and stuff. So yeah, don't remove it from HomeKit completely. Just pop that thing off. Give it a minute, pop it back on, let it reconnect, and that should make it reconnect. What device categories are you hoping gets added officially to HomeKit support with iOS 17? So I'm looking at nowadays, I'm not so much looking at HomeKit and supported categories through HomeKit. I'm kind of looking more at Matter. I think that's more of like the way we got to look as far as us HomeKit folks go, because if something supports Matter, then it can work in HomeKit. So for example, when Matter starts supporting robot vacuums, that means HomeKit will support robot vacuums. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. I think robot vacuums natively working at HomeKit would be really awesome. I'm excited to see what that would look like. But yeah, that's probably the one. Another thing, speaking of Matter and stuff, I will say this kind of right here, I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, it is great, don't get me wrong, that it works with all these things, right? So this is kind of like out of the box. I don't like it. I love Aqara. I don't like it when these companies throw Matter on the labels. They advertise it works with Matter. If you look super close there, I don't know if I can zoom in on that easily. Not really. If you look super close right there, it says planned in very tiny writing. Matter is planned. See, Matter does not support cameras right now. So for any camera that says Matter support, you know, they just can't say that. These cameras aren't, I mean, they can because they do, but they can't support it because Matter doesn't support cameras. So until the Matter specification supports cameras, these right here mean nothing. I don't like it when they do that. Maybe that's just me personally. You guys let me know how you feel. Question, can I use Apple TV 4K 2nd Gen as a hub in Google Home? No, I don't think so. For Google Home, you'll need something like a Nest Hub Max or one of the Nest speakers. They've got a bunch of hubs you can use. Let's see. Looks like let me see if I can go to Tap Chat. Trying to fix my chat here, guys. Sorry, bear with me for a second. Lots of Matter promises and false advertising. Yeah, man. So that's kind of what I'm saying. I just, and I do think, it's good when you see a company like Aqara. They have already delivered Matter. So like, I feel better about that. Like, I do think that they really have every intention of bringing Matter to everything that they can or everything that they claim, but I just still don't like it. I just don't like it when they say stuff like that because a lot of people don't know. You know what I mean? Matter is a buzzword. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. Out there at CES, that was very apparent this year. It was super fun going to CES, my first year going in person, and Matter was definitely a buzzword. Let's see. Question, my Apple TV insists on being the primary home hub, even if I plug them in. Sneak back to number one. Anyway, stop. There's no way to control. We probably get this question like every week. It seems like there's no way to control which HomeKit hub is the primary. Unfortunately, gosh, I would love for that because I have experienced issues also when other HomeKit hubs take over. For example, I've noticed some issues. Somebody was mentioned earlier, the thread issues. I've noticed issues with my thread products when certain HomeKit hubs are primary, which shouldn't be the case at all, but that has happened with me. And then I kind of do the whole, unplug and switch HomeKit hub dance. And then one of the other ones takes over, like the newer Apple TV with thread support or whatever. And then all my thread devices work again. So there is some weirdness going on there. A Matter toaster. That would be interesting to get. Yeah, I mean, don't really think about a toaster. I don't know how I would use that. But appliances is one of the categories I think that is slated for one of the upcoming releases of Matter. So that will be cool to see if we can get some stuff like that into HomeKit. Anyone else have one Ecobee thermostat that's updated and another that has not? I have one updated and another not updated 2 weeks later. Yes, Green Arrow, I'm right there with you. I have one that updated and then one that has not a couple weeks later, actually, just like you. So I don't know. They're just rolling out it's a slow rollout of that update. So I think we just have to wait, and eventually it'll get to our other thermostat. But it is weird to see the new interface on one and not the other one. Oh. Question, you can't even take off HomeKit hubs after 16. You can't even take off HomeKit hubs after 16.2 as far as I can tell. I don't know if you mean like in home, the Apple TVs. I don't know if that has been brought back or not. I know HomePods, obviously you can't tell it yes or no. Oh, Jeff has got his toaster oven connected to HomeKit. Jeff, how are you automating your toaster? How are you using this? I got to know more. I got to know more. All right, let me look for... I was looking for a certain comment I thought I saw here a second ago. Missed it. All right. Jeff, we're waiting on Jeff to tell me how he's automating his toaster. So I have a theory, is everyone's home hub is the one closest to the router or not? No, not always the case for me. Usually when I'm having issues, it's one of the other ones because they'll switch sometimes, which is weird. Another thing, I didn't even get to all the stuff I wanted to mention today. So another thing we were going to talk about, I think somebody mentioned it in the chat earlier, but chat was kind of flying through and I missed it. Meross has announced a new contact sensor. So I'm real curious to see what you guys think about this, especially as we're talking about thread and matter and stuff like that. This is a new contact sensor. This is the first contact sensor from Meross. You guys probably know Meross if you've been dealing with HomeKit for a while. They have a ton of like really affordable products that support HomeKit. And this new thing right here, they call it a sensor kit, and it comes with a hub. It's very affordable for it being a sensor and a hub, but it does require a hub, which I find kind of crazy. So that means it doesn't connect over thread. Use something else. I don't know if it's... I tried to find on here and I couldn't find exactly what it's using. But the thing that was interesting too is, where does it talk about the hub? The hub can only connect like a few products to it, which I don't know. I'm curious, would you guys get something like this? Brian says, Meross is bad. Devices are always unresponsive and unreliable. Lone Star Trent, no, it appears just random. Oh, okay, that's something else. Not the biggest fan of Meross, says Jordan. Only their garage door opener and outside outlets. Actually, Jordan, I can vouch for you there. I'm pretty much in line with that. Also, their garage door opener I've been using. It's one of their earlier products for HomeKit, maybe the first one, and that thing's been working great. I love it for the price especially, but some of the other stuff has been a little spotty. I agree with you, like some of their outlets and things. Curious what you guys think though. Dan says, yep, their garage door opener works well. Rob Miller says, no more hubs for me. Meross is trying to be like Aqara. Yeah, I kind of thought that, but actually I was looking at, and once again, shout out to Simon over at HomeKit News. I saw he posted an article. Looks like he got a little more information about this. And they mentioned here that it doesn't use thread. Instead, it's using RF433, which is some of their other, maybe this is where I saw that, which is what some of their other devices use to connect to the company's proprietary hub. So that's where it feels like, I mean, I get it if you're like a car or one of these companies who's been doing this for a while, but to come out with a brand new hub, or, I mean, I think it's new, to come out with a new proprietary hub, right now, I don't know. Not a huge fan of that. The hub then exposes the devices to 2.4. Oh yeah, here it goes. The hub itself only supports up to 16 devices. You guys know if you have sensors and stuff like the Aqara stuff, that those sensors will add up quick. So 16 is not a whole lot. So, Rob Miller says Lutron. That's the same. Is that the same that Utron uses? I thought it was. I always refer to it as Clear Connect. I know that's what their kind of proprietary thing. So I guess it's built on that. So if that's the case, then that should be pretty rock solid because Lutron is great. Oh, and Frederick says Lutron Caseta uses 434 for its Clear Connect. All right. Either way, it's another hub, and you can only connect 16 devices to it. Not the best, I don't think. A lot of people saying the Meross garage door opener is working well for them. Yeah, it's been solid for me. I'm glad because I was having some issues with some of the ones I used before that. Question: any news on HomeKit intercom automations? No, I mean we still haven't gotten the public release of the 16.4 yet, and I haven't read anything. I haven't looked, to be honest, on my beta to see. So I should probably do that to see if it's been updated, but I haven't heard anything. I'll check though. I'll check later and see if it's been updated. I would be surprised to see it so soon, but that would be awesome. Question: how to force Siri to run a shortcut on my iPad. My iPad and iPhone share the same iCloud. When I ask Siri to run a shortcut, it always runs on the phone, which is locked. I'm not sure the best answer for that one. I think it's supposed to use whatever device is closest to you. Or if you turn your phone face down and set your phone down, I don't know. I feel like Siri won't work that way if you have your phone face down. Somebody correct me on that one and let me know if I'm right about that. Meross garage door, rock solid. MyQ dropped HomeKit support. Yep, they sure did. I wonder if you have devices from both Lutron and Meross if their network traffic can conflicts with each other. I'm not sure. Have you heard of Housemate? That sounds familiar, but I'm not really sure. It doesn't really ring a bell. I mean, it kind of sounds familiar. Let me see what I can find. I feel like I might find some stuff I don't want to find searching for that. Maybe I should do Housemate Smart Home. Yeah, get me in trouble here on YouTube. Let's see. Control your home using voice commands. No, I have not seen this. Housemate. Control the house via voice commands. Isn't this kind of what Siri is? Let me know. Do you use it? Housemate. Should we look into that more? It looks kind of like, I don't know, maybe that's like Jarvis, a Jarvis version. Dylan says, looked into the smart garage door opener, but have LiftMaster with MyQ built in and doesn't show in compatible devices. Guess I'll keep running Homebridge. I would think maybe it won't. Maybe it's not compatible. I would think with LiftMaster it should be compatible, but I don't know. I made myself a script that every 10 minutes will send out one of my questions. When I can't because of work, we'll test out next Wednesday. All right. Automate with voice like it's 1999. That would be a cool new Siri voice, Jarvis. I know, right? Like I think that's why half of us get into smart home in the first place. At least, watching Iron Man. How cool would it be to just be able to command your home with your voice, walking around and it just doing things for you? Super cool. I use Homebridge for MyQ and HomeKit. Yeah, I use Homebridge for it also, and I don't know. Yeah, you might be able to do that, Dylan, if you have that's true. If you have MyQ built in, you can maybe use the Homebridge integration. That's a good point Kevin made there. Might be able to do that. I used it for a little while. It wasn't the best integration for me, but my favorite so far for the garage door that I've used has been the Meross garage door. Frederick, thank you. 215 people watching, only 30. Yes, like this live stream if you enjoy these. I appreciate that, Lloyd. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people still have their MyQ working, but mine was giving me issues. I was using the Homebridge integration, so I never used that little bridge that they have. Oh, okay. Dylan says I do have it in Homebridge, just super inconsistent. So yeah, you might be having issues kind of like I was with it. Is there a documentation series on controller for HomeKit? I'm way underutilizing it and would love to work the extra features. Yeah, so let's go to, we'll check out their website. So they should have some real, I mean, they have really good documentation here. So this is just controllerforhomekit.com. And so they got some how-tos here, how to replace an accessory, how to migrate your home to another Apple ID. I did a video on like the backups and stuff not too long ago, which some of you might have seen. But here's a bunch of like, especially the notifications. I also did a video on that. I've done a couple of videos on using this app. But yeah, it's a really good app for HomeKit users. This is probably your best place for documentation, I would assume. Also, if you're a channel member, I know we talk about this. And I forgot to post let me post that. Speaking of, I'm supposed to do that at the beginning of the chat and I forgot. Let's see. So to become a channel member, over in a Discord, you can kind of ask questions and interact with everybody and stuff over there. Let's see, I know there's a number of us that are using, I'm going to pin that. So if you want to become a channel member that supports the channel, also get some perks like that member Discord. And I pinned that link to the top. But yeah, this is probably the best place to get the documentation. It looks a little different than the last time I remember it. Let's see, frequently asked questions. But I know he has some good documentation, like especially on like the backups and how to replace an accessory. This is a really good one. So if you like remove something from your home, an accessory from your home, but you want to continue, but replace it with something else and continue with automations, you can utilize that, which is a pretty nice feature. And these notifications right here, so custom notifications you can create with this app, which are really cool. How to send a notification with dynamic text. Cool stuff here from the Controller for HomeKit app. The Discord is so helpful. Definitely a great community there. Awesome. Thank you. It really is, man. You guys, I see there's a lot of members here in the chat today. You guys are awesome. Love the Discord. It's been super fun kind of hanging out in there. I'm usually in there a little bit. Try to get in there every day, at least a couple times, and see what's going on, pop in and interact with everybody as well. A lot of really knowledgeable people in there sharing some awesome HomeKit, smart home stuff every day. So have you heard anything about next iPhone 15 or next iOS 17 that has you excited? Steve, if you've followed me for a while, you probably know I'm not the biggest fan of all the rumors and stuff. So I really, believe it or not, don't follow the rumors too closely, especially with iPhone stuff. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. They need stories and they need to write stuff and videos and all that. So I don't know. There's just so much of it. I don't pay too much attention. I get kind of annoyed, honestly, with all the rumors. So I don't really pay that much attention to them because then you get all excited about something and then come to find out you got to wait another 2 years for it to show because somebody leaked something way back when. But that's just me personally. As we get closer to like WWDC and stuff like that, I'll start paying more attention for sure to the rumors. But yeah, my theory is to kind of just utilize what we have here and really take advantage of that. I am really excited, not so much about iPhone 15 or iOS per se, but what's got me the most excited right now is the VR stuff because I'm just a really big fan of AR and VR and just that whole world. So I'm looking forward to that. the most, as far as rumors go. Let's see, trying to see. It looks like my chat is kind of glitching out on me today. Sorry, guys. Appreciate y'all bearing with me. Hello from Germany. Oh, thank you, Jan. I appreciate it. Question regarding the Aqara roller shade driver. Must I use the Aqara hub? I have HomeBridge as well as Home Assistant, and I love automating as well, wanting to use my iPhone to activate. So for HomeKit, yeah, so I'm trying to see, you say you have HomeBridge as well as Home Assistant. So if you have Home Assistant, you might be able to integrate it as a Zigbee product. I'm not an expert on Home Assistant, but if you have like a Zigbee dongle or something, you might be able to integrate it that way directly into Home Assistant. Through HomeBridge, I think you would still, I don't think there's a, maybe the same thing with HomeBridge as well. I'm not really sure. I haven't gone that route. So you might be able to do it using like a Zigbee dongle with either one of those. Just have to see if you can find support for that. Otherwise, if you're not using one of those, Home Assistant or HomeBridge, then you would obviously need the Aqara bridge. I just got my new home. What device should I have to? I can't read today. Should I start to have a smart home using Apple? First off, I always recommend, it's not the fun answer, but if you just got a new home and you want to get in a smart home, you got to get a good, just do yourself a favor and start with a good Wi-Fi. Get a good mesh system or something like that. You know, something better than the ISP. Typically, there are some exceptions, but typically your internet service provider doesn't give you the best hardware. So go out and get you a good like mesh Wi-Fi system or something like that to use. Get a good Wi-Fi throughout your house. Then you can kind of go crazy. I would start with a HomePod or HomePod Mini or an Apple TV as your hub, whatever you think you would use the most. And from there, sky's the limit. Whatever, it's really up to you. I think do what you think you would use the most, which is different for everybody. I'm a fan of doing light switches. Door locks are really good. For me, my garage door, we talked a lot about that today, was actually one of the first things that I wanted to automate because it's something I felt like I would use the most, and I did. So garage door, again, just kind of think about something that you would like to utilize in your house and kind of go from there. That's my approach anyways. Lone Star Trent, start with an Apple TV and some lights or locks. There you go. So Shane, are you any closer to getting into CarPlay? Paul, so we've talked about this over on our live, our member live chat. So another thing we do is, for those who aren't members here, we do a live member chat every month, like through Zoom or whatever. And yeah, that's come up a few times. I do not have CarPlay, believe it or not, which is rough. It's rough as an Apple fan not having CarPlay and a YouTuber. I'm not any closer. So I was really close. I was pretty much convinced that I was going to buy the unit to get in my truck. It's just not a good time to buy a new vehicle, so I don't think I'm going to do that. I actually thought about it, but just timing is not good for a new vehicle right now. So I was convinced. I convinced myself and was ready to spend the money to get to replace my factory head unit, because I got the big screen, which I love all that. I just wanted an updated version with CarPlay, and which is pretty expensive. I was all ready to do it, and then I decided to go to CES. So I basically used the money that I wanted to do for that to go to CES. So that kind of put that project on hold, but it's still definitely something that I want to do. I'm just not any closer to it. Lloyd says, become a member, $5 and then join Discord. I know I asked plenty of questions there and learned a lot. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you've learned a lot, and that has made it worth it, I hope. So I appreciate the support, Lloyd. Do you have any experience using Lutron Pico remotes in HomeKit through HomeBridge? I do, Joshua. I actually made a whole video about that. I use the Lutron Leap plugin. If you search on my YouTube channel through my videos, you should be able to find that. And yeah, it's pretty cool. Question, is the SwitchBot blind tilt worth it? I'm looking for something reliable but cheap. Yeah, so Jordan, so far I am a fan. I have, and I know you have, if you've been following my journey for a while, the tilt blinds are something that I've really kind of been into for a long time. That's what we've had throughout our whole house since before I had a smart home. So I looked at different options for automating my existing tilt blinds, and there just really wasn't any great options. I have done it for a while using the Soma Tilt, which I know you're familiar with, and it's worked well, but it hasn't been flawless. I would say nothing really is flawless, but I think there are some benefits to using the SwitchBot the SwitchBot blind tilt that to me make it probably better than the Soma Tilt. There are some benefits to the Soma Tilt as well. But for kind of retrofitting your existing shades, I think it's a good solution. It's been working well for me so far. As we talked about earlier, I've got the little not M2, the SwitchBot Hub 2 over there that I've been testing out. And so I'm able to now get the blind tilts into HomeKit through Matter thanks to that new hub. So that is native support, native HomeKit support for that retrofit kind of tilt blind option. And so that makes it good. The Soma Tilt, even after all these years, as much as I liked it, you had to use their little Soma Connect hub, and it never got official HomeKit support, so it wasn't officially certified, which isn't really a huge deal to me, but it is something to take note of. So I love that with this, I can have native HomeKit support, for my blinds. So yeah, I think it's a good deal for the money for sure. Mr. Rama says, hey Shane, I use Homebridge for almost all my things, but I just bought Meross wall plug. What can you say about security? Do they communicate locally, or can they send info to China? Well, I mean, technically anything connected to the internet can, send information. I don't know specifically what Meross is doing like behind the scenes, but HomeKit itself works locally. So you could, for example, take a Meross plug, plug it in, set it up in HomeKit, natively without even using the Meross app. And then that'll never be, tied to an account or anything like that. So that's one option. Alternatively, you could go into your router and you can, on the back end of your router, and you can kind of set up rules and stuff where certain devices can't communicate out, if you're worried about it. So you can take steps like that if that's something you're worried about. Completely new to this automation. I added my Vizio TV to HomeKit, then added my Apple TV, which is on the Vizio TV. My TV is no longer in app, and I can't re-add it. Is it expected? I don't know I don't know why adding your Apple TV would affect your HomeKit TV. That shouldn't be the case. Because I actually have a Vizio TV, an older Vizio TV that supports HomeKit, and connected to my Apple TV. My TV is no longer in the app, and I can't re-add it. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. If you can't re-add it, make sure you check all the rooms. Sometimes they'll get stuck in like a default room or something you don't expect. But yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head what might be the issue there. Teddy Bear. I do not know exactly what the smart applications are. Do you know smart applications are supposed to become? I'm not sure what you mean by smart applications. Like what apps? There's a few Matter controller apps already, and I know some more. I'm not sure if that's what you're referring to, or if you're talking about appliances maybe. But smart apps like obviously home, the Home app, Google Home app, all those are Matter controller apps. The Aqara app is actually, I remember hearing that they want to be a Matter controller app. So there's a few of these that are trying to get there too, which will be interesting to see. Uh-oh, China knows my nightlight is on. That was kind of, yeah. I have a smart plug that lost, oh man, my chat's going crazy. I have a smart plug that lost its main app support, but since it works with HomeKit, I can still use it. Yep, exactly. That does happen. That's what's great. One of the great things about HomeKit. Lurk Jerk, hi guys, already started? Yes, you're late. We've been here. You're a little bit late, Lurk Jerk. We've been here rocking and rolling for about an hour. My Apple TV and Vizio TV showing Apple HomeKit for our living room. Make sure the Vizio TV isn't showing up somewhere else, yeah. When the new Matter sensors by Aqara, like the thread ones, we still don't know. Yeah, so, all right, guys, with that, I will say one last time, again, check the description down below if you want to submit your automations. We've been rolling for about an hour, which it's been a lot of fun. Covered a lot of stuff today. If I didn't get to your question or comment, I am sorry. I've tried. Join me next week, and we'll do it again. Also, you can hit me up on social media. I'm on Instagram, probably the most. Also, over there on Twitter. Be sure to go check out that Twitter giveaway, you guys, if you want to, enter for a chance to win some of those Yeelight cubes. Go follow my Twitter page and enter for a chance to win over there. Also, like I said, we're doing another automation video. Would love to hear from you guys. Submit your automations. Check out the description down below for instructions on submitting your automations. We've got probably a few weeks left, so you got a little bit of time if you want to record some footage or get it together, maybe get your automation working right. Definitely check that out, and again, would love to hear from you guys. And yeah, it's been great. Thanks so much for hanging out for the past hour. I will see you next week. Also, like I said, be sure to turn on those channel notifications here, because we might have a video coming out very soon outside of my normal schedule. Maybe it's about a new camera or doorbell or something like that. So do that if you haven't already. And I hope to see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Bye.